Nintendo is suing. That's right, suing with a E. There's no E in suing. Makers of open source Switch emulator Yuzu. Nintendo blames Yuzu for pirating copies of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom being played early. Nintendo makes this, I think it's outlandish, but it could be true, claim that 1 million copies of Tears of the Kingdom were pirated 2 weeks earlier than its release date. That doesn't seem right to
I don't know.
me, but,
That seems like a really big number.
right.
1 million?
Yeah. But Nintendo has been downloaded more than 1 million times before Tears of the Kingdom's release date. Excuse me. So they're suing Yuzu. They also, oh, it's not in this article. They also like I found it was in a different article, but they like screen capped this guy's Twitter, and it was like, oh man, I love using Yuzu to play Tears of the Kingdom, and it was like some random person. I just thought that was funny, but that sucks. Apparently, some lawyers are saying like they have a really good shot at winning. And Nintendo also says Yuzu earns the team $30,000 per month on its Patreon and more than 7,000 patrons. That's interesting. Is that a loophole? You know, because like you're not making money off the downloads directly. It's just people supporting your quote unquote company.
I feel like it's still the same.
I don't feel like that's good grounds to go off of, because I mean, what are you going to do about all the other emulators out there that have made it easy to play your games that you don't want to sell anymore?
Right, but this is a Switch emulator, so these games give me.
Well, their whole thing is that basically they're saying that it's executing code that defeats Nintendo's security measures,
Right.
which includes decryption using an illegally obtained copy of a prod key file. But if you have any sort of know-how, you can actually, and I mean, granted, actually that does kind of hold weight because you do need a cracked Switch in order to be able to export those product key files.
So then then go after the cracked Switch, not the Yuzu.
Well, they did that Doug Bowser. Look how that turned out for him.
Yeah, he owes $10 million.
He may owe $10 million, but he paid $175 back while he was working in prison.
Oh, really? Wait, really?
Yeah, it's at the bottom of the article.
He paid 100.
He's been released from prison, but Bowser still owes Nintendo $10 million, and he's paid 175 so far.
Yeah, but he earned that in prison.
Like that.
What?
In prison.
Yeah, you can get money in prison. It's just like pennies on the dollar. If I was Bowser, I would be like, Nintendo, how about you give me the Sakurai treatment by chaining me to a desk and force me to work on a game for basically the rest of my life?
I know. I hire this guy. He obviously is doing something right.
Yeah. So like, I don't know where everyone stands on this. I'm very conflicted because I don't understand. Like these people's patrons going towards the company itself, but how like in terms of like ROM hacks and stuff like that, it's really more about paying for the download of the product as to but it's a ROM hack. It's not a ROM hack.
I don't feel like they have a case because sure, you can download the file, right? And you can actually have the emulator itself, but you still have to go out and get the components that allow you to use said product. So I don't feel like there's much. I personally don't feel like there's a case here because I'm God's strongest soldier as an advocate for emulation. I think it's very important to preserve things.
But this is a ROM hack, not an emulation, right?
No, the emulator itself is what the product is, and you need actual stuff to be able to use that emulator correctly.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're saying.
Yeah, because it does say
it doesn't give you ROMs or anything like that. You're just getting the emulator. You have nothing of what you could use to do this.
Yeah, if based on that logic, I would side with you, Rob, there, because they're just like...
It's just Nintendo flexing their dicks again.
Pretty much.
Go forth, my ninjas! Bring me the head of Yuzu!
Lawsuit going.
They haven't filed anything yet. They just kind of talked and then nothing happened.
They just have paramilitary death squadrons.
Yeah. Because I hadn't read an article that said that Nintendo was going to take action, but
no, it was more on the bounds of they're looking into it, and if they they're thinking like if they find significant evidence, they will. Hey, time will tell. They might still. But either way, Derek, what are your thoughts here about Nintendo and Yuzu and Rob being
I
soldier?
feel like, I don't know, they're just gonna go after like everybody. It just like seems to be a real trend for them lately, like more than usual. I feel like they always have their Nintendo ninjas taking people down,
Right.
but I don't know. This is like just like the trends now. All these emulators, they're not safe anymore. They really have to like, I don't know, figure out something to kind of go under. I'm with Rob, right? Like,
I love
if
Rob.
Nintendo not going to make these games like readily available, like by adding like eShop support or whatever, then who cares? Emulate the games. You're not making money on any of these games anyway, so it doesn't matter.
$200 for a copy of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance when I could go out and find the friggin' ISO file myself.
Right, exactly. So
yeah, but don't you want to support, like, if you have the means to play, wouldn't you want to support the company because they made the game?
Because the used game market is absolutely trashed right now by a bunch of neckbeards that seem to think it's friggin' cool to drive up demand for retro game pricing.
Right, that's the problem too, is like the money, anything from literally pretty much the Wii back at this point, if you buy it, Nintendo's not seeing that money ever. They're all retro games. They're being sold on eBay and stuff to these neckbeards that like are reselling it for like $9 million overpriced. And it's like, well, why would I do that when I can just, play for free? And with 2 clicks of a button. So
Here's my thing. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of using this kind of stuff to emulate games that are currently available and able to play easily. Like
definitely not like brand new games. No,
right. Like,
if you want a brand new game, go buy it for retail.
That's what started this with the Tears of the Kingdom. But if the company isn't going to provide a means to play your older titles and refuse to sell them in any way, shape, or form, then you shouldn't complain when other people make it possible. Like, and they're not even profiting from it. Although, again, in this case, they have like a Patreon. So again, that's like a gray area, I guess. But like, I don't know. Like, I think it is a problem that they were able to get the game out to people before it was even released. Like Yuzu was able, but yeah, again,
it's not even necessarily to say that Yuzu was responsible.
Right.
For
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm just realizing. It's like it's not, but you can't blame Yuzu. It's people that are just using Yuzu and get the game from,
some other source,
from other source. So like, it's not going to stop the problem. Even if you sue Yuzu, someone else is just going to be like, all right, I'll do it. Like, I feel like there's like the infinite Hydra head situation. It's like, if you take this down, people are, I just believe people are going to come back with a new version, but
they also like to do that to fan projects too. Because I remember what happened to AM2R. I remember what happened to that Metroid 2 remake.
Right. I don't know what AM2R is.
The game was already released. There was nothing they could do about it. So, in the words of a YouTuber that I like to keep tabs on every so often, Wooly Versus, if you're up to something that's probably going to get you in trouble,
shut the fuck up about it.
Don't say anything until it's released, and then nobody can do anything about it after that.
Right.
Point.
You watch all these guys like, I'm not gonna like call them out to like get them in trouble or anything, but they're playing like Mario 64 or like Mario World on like Nintendo consoles, and they're like, oh, look at my cartridge over here. I just gotta like reset my cartridge, and they're like hitting like the emulator button. Like just be smart about it. I don't know.
It's people can't keep their mouth shut about cool things. You know what happens? Too many cooks in the kitchen, and one of them inevitably blabs, and then it gets a good thing just gets.
Look at what was that big Pokemon ROM hack, Rob? Like a couple years ago that
was
came out.
Uranium or something.
Uranium.
Like
that was a banger ROM hack, and now it's literally like traded on like nothing because Nintendo takes it down every time it like tries to get to the surface again.
Why?
It because it was literally a new Pokemon game. Like this guy's passion project, he worked on it for like, what was it, Rob? Like 8 or 9 years or something like that.
It was a long time.
Longer than that, yeah, maybe. But it was a whole new Pokemon game. He made a bunch of new Pokemon. He made these like uranium forms of other Pokemon and stuff like that. And Nintendo was like on the day of release too. I think it was out for like a day or two, and Nintendo was like, nope, bye bye. Thanos snapped it away.
I don't think it was a free.
Was it a free game?
It was like it was a crystal ROM hack. I'm pretty sure, right? Am I thinking of the same?
No,
one?
it was like a. It looked like, I think it looked like either Gen 3 or Gen 4. I can't remember.
So
let me.
What I don't understand though is that there are plenty of
different one.
There are plenty of other Nintendo, like not Nintendo, but fan made Pokemon games that doesn't receive that treatment, like Radical Red and
yeah. I think it's called Trash Green, but there's
But yeah, there's
or
a
like
ton
Garbage
of them.
Green. Garbage Green.
There are multiple Pokemon YouTube channels that focus on these fan made games and stuff.
Yeah, so like why
I'm not going to call them out just because I mean, obviously they would probably already be on Nintendo's radar, but I don't want to put negative focus on somebody, but it's like I don't understand why certain ones,
it's just really draconian of them. Just say like, no, it's my property. You can't do anything with it.
Yeah, that's just like always been Nintendo's mentality. Is just like, you cannot touch my my properties or anything. Right?
Get off my property. What I don't understand is like I remember reading an article a while ago. They're like, for the most part, they're fine with Mario 64 ROM hacks as long as you don't sell it. For the most part, they're like whatever, do what you want. But then Pokemon, I guess they take down Pokemon Uranium, as you're saying.
Remember, the Pokemon Company is a small development team. Please understand.
Right, they're an indie developer. They need help. They're struggling to get a start. And
if you guys didn't see, I linked another article. Nothing has come of it yet, but it was at the beginning of this month. The Pokemon, like, Nintendo did say that they will be taking action against Palworld.
Oh, really?
They just haven't said what that's going to be yet. But the
Oh,
Nintendo president has finally addressed the swirling mass of rumors, confirming that actions will be taken because infringe on our Nintendo intellectual property. So,
probably about it,
but it doesn't.
But it doesn't.
Right,
but, guys, they make too much money. They got to do something with it. Okay. It's like
I guess part of the problem with Palworld too. You know what though? Is it Nintendo? And maybe this is a hot take, and maybe I am in the minority here. Is it necessarily Nintendo themselves, or is it the diehard rabid Pokemon fans that cannot comprehend the idea of a game being similar?
I think it's Nintendo. Only because Nintendo is oddly enough never given a flying fuck what their fans want. They don't care about fan service in the slight, except for Sakurai. They don't care about fan service. Now, whether it's like they do what they want, they throw you a billion different curveballs, but I just don't think they're gonna listen to everyone saying, hey, you should sue Palworld because it's pretty similar. I think they're gonna say, we're suing Palworld because we think it's similar, not because anyone else thinks it, just because of us. I'm just saying, like, Nintendo's always never played by the same rules as everyone else. They are above us. We are just peons to them.
Right.
So
it never would have worked, but I would have loved to have seen like Riot or whoever created Dota just be like, hey, Pokemon Unite? Nuh-uh, our turn.
Nuh-uh. No.
It was never gonna happen because they're like, whatever, we don't care. But it's just wild, dude. Like, you're a fan, you have time, you have in terms of like similar games, right? You have the time, you have the patience, you have the means of making a game that is similar, and you do it and you release it for free because you want to give people like an alternate experience. And then this big company just goes, that's ours, you can't do that, and since you're not making money off of it, now you're going to pay us money. It's like, what?
Oh, LOL, you like our IP and want to IP and you want to do something with it and not sell it? You moron, you stupid idiot. You're so stupid. Right. You want to make a fan game to show your appreciation for our game? Stop being stupid and we're suing you. Like, thanks, Nintendo. I love you too. You know, it's like Nintendo's that family member. You like, yeah, I love you. You do great things, but why you keep screwing me, man? Why? Come on,
right? No, just like chill for 5 seconds. I don't get it.
I get it. I know Nintendo. Okay, I know them personally. So, and they're like, we're suing, and I'm like, why? It's like, because we can. Like, okay, Nintendo.
Okay.
Okay,
Whatever
Nintendo.
you say, Daddy Nintendo.
When are you gonna finish Metroid Prime 4? Suing Pow World. Yes, that is our course of action.
Metroid Prime 4. Here's Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake. What?
I mean, that's awesome, but why?
What do you mean?
Why? I don't understand. Thank you, but why?
Metroid Prime 4? No. Here's Luigi's Mansion 2 HD remaster. What?
So you're not gonna take down I'm sorry, fan games? Oh no, we're still doing that. Don't worry.
No. They're gone. But also, here's Peach Showroom. What? Thank you, but okay.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, I mean, we only had like really one question, but we can get to like bonus section.
Yeah, question time.
Let's see here. Where was the question though? Okay. Marshall Turvey says, what is your guys' opinion on the new Pokemon Legends game coming out in 2025? There's another thing to look forward to besides GTA 6. Few notes. One, I'm not terribly excited for GTA 6. I mean, sure, like the campaign, but I'm not like diehard fan, conspiracy theory level. Like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening, blah, blah, blah. But me and Derek reacted to the Pokemon Presents trailer. You should totally watch it. And I assume George nor Rob have seen it, but basically they announced a new Pokemon Legends game. It's called Z-A.
Oh yeah, I saw that yesterday.
I cannot stand CGI trailers with zero gameplay.
Right.
It just pisses me off. So
yeah, because we're in this day and age where they just say, "Hey, here's a game. It's nowhere near ready yet, but here's a game."
Right.
It's just like, dude, just show me gameplay. That's even a little bit. Not. I hate CGI trailers. It means nothing to me. It really, really does. So, but granted, Legends Arceus somehow was like one of the best Pokemon games ever made, which is so weird because it was so different. Right. It was a great experience. I beat it. I still need to get the shiny charm, and like I'd love to do a shiny hunt stream with Legends because it's just like a fun way to shiny hunt. But this one is like you're rebuilding Lumino City. And also,
yeah, so
I'm not
apparently
sure
they like, I guess they talked about it afterwards. They said the game takes place in only Lumino City in those different sections of the city that it like showed on the map there. It's supposed to be like an earlier time, obviously. So it's going to be like pre X and Y, obviously. And I'm guessing because it has Z, it's something about Zygarde. Right. But I didn't know like Zygarde was this like older being. I don't know. I don't really know Zygarde's lore enough.
Well, so Xerneas is the Pokemon of life. Xerneas is the Pokemon of death. Zygarde is like the Earth Guardian to balance the two out. To say like it's like basically requires like guys stop fighting. Right. Chill.
Don't kill. Don't create. Stop. Everyone stop.
Everyone's freaking out that it's like finally the Pokemon Z we all asked for, which. To be fair, that's basically what it is.
I would have loved a Pokemon Z.
Well, that's what everyone's but everyone's saying this is Pokemon Z. Derek, I'm not sure we missed it, but I'm seeing articles that at some point they showed Mega Evolution in like the.
They didn't. I saw that. I like went back and rewatched it. I couldn't see it. If I'm wrong, someone in the comments let us know. But I didn't see it anywhere. But it does mean that Megas technically could come back because that was that generation. But at the same time, you won't have like the Mega Bracelet and the Mega Stones, but I'm sure they could find a way to do it like a prehistoric way.
We don't know how old this game is, but yeah, no, they totally could find a prehistoric way. But like, but this one Mega, it seems that it was taken from the trailer. Like it has the Mega Evolution symbol. So apparently at some point, I don't know. If I'm going,
I'm just happy Megas are back. That's all I wanted.
I mean, you know, if I could get that back, that's all I
wanted. Gen 5 remakes.
Yeah,
I'm
in Black and White 3.
I do want online battling though, even if they do like the Swift strong style stuff. I still think that'd be fun. Yeah. Just like, but like, I'm not saying it needs to have like a competitive scene. I just like to have online battling. Also, I'd like to have a bigger roster. I want more Pokemon in this game. Like
compared to X and Y, yeah, absolutely.
Well, no, I'm sorry. I mean like compared to the Legends Arceus. I'm not even saying it's small. I'm just saying they should have a bigger.
Oh, just to have more.
Yeah, just to have more.
I think. What?
No. Sorry.
Okay.
Apparently, to the starters are supposed to be different. It's not like Froakie in them.
Right, but yeah, Legends Arceus did that. So actually, right. I love that because then we got like Hisuian form, whatever. So like, if this is Lumino's forms, I would love to see new starter like redos. That was a great twist.
Yeah, that was really cool. And then the biggest like rumor is that so they gave it a 2025 release date, and then there was like this big leak like literally a day before that. Oh, the Switch 2 is coming out 2025. So now people are like, launch title, hello, and it's like
simultaneously.
I guess
worldwide though. It's simultaneous.
Right, yeah, that was just like weird too. The simultaneously, like they never said that.
Apparently they did once, but it was like 11 years ago. But
for what though?
I think
was it a launch title for something?
I don't think so. But
damn,
it's just like why would you say that? You just say worldwide. So everyone, including myself, believes that simultaneous means like for both systems, quote unquote.
Right.
So, I mean, new Legends game. I just don't screw it up. But I can't be. It's hard for me to be hyped for it when I don't know the gameplay.
Right, they didn't show anything about it, so like I'm excited for a new Legends game. I want more. I want gameplay though.
Right. So and then let's see here. Snow asks, "I'd like to know Rob's and George's stance on Ubisoft lying to us about Skull and Bones breaking records and what this all means. Ubisoft think they can lie to make their games sound better."
Rob, George.
Yeah, I mean, is that? I feel like at this point, right? It's almost the Ubisoft way. Like you have to lie about your game to get people interested in it.
That's such a shit premise, though. Like, do you really have to like lie to people in order to sell your game? Is that what? Like, you can't just put faith in your development team to deliver a good quality product instead of forcing unfair conditions on them that ultimately result in a flawed product?
Yes.
That being said, though, there is an IGN article, and I think it's hilarious. Just the title of the article, and it is relevant. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag players rise 200% upon Skull and Bones' release. So I guess the release of like the early access or the beta or whatever that they did, everybody went back to Black Flag instead.
Well, it's like it went from 400 players to like 2,000, which I mean, still like barely anything, but still something is. But because everyone's like, people were like, hey, oh, actually, I want to mention this too. We did a reaction trailer earlier today, but Ubisoft also said that Skull and Bones has like record-breaking numbers for player engagement, but they won't say the numbers.
But
I don't understand.
I think that's what Snow is talking about, is that like what we think about the fact that they are saying these types of things and not actually putting up numbers to back it,
Right. I know Rob got like, I think we got Rob the premium gold edition. Rob, how's Skull and Bones been treating you?
How's your pirate life going?
No comment.
Wow, that speaks volumes. Speaks volumes.
It's a quadruple A game. I mean, he's got to keep it under wraps. You have to experience it for yourself.
Right.
Dude, as soon as these companies start making these egregious ass claims, beyond a shadow of a doubt, it's going to be a stinker.
Dude, I set sail on my Dead Dondus. It's my favorite ship. It's a haunted ship full of dead mates, but it's the Dead Dondus, and it sails the seven seas looking for booty to plunder. Booty, I say. So, I mean, that's really all the questions that I saw. So we can call it there.
Yeah.
I think I forgot to add. No, there's an outro button there. So hold on. I'm just gonna scroll right here. Oh, right. There we go. Guys, that's the show. That's Goons, Games, and Gear. I've been your host. We've been your host. That's right. I want to take all the credit.
Wow.
Derek,
All right,
Derek, George, and Rob, we're your hosts. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Become a member today. It's only $3.
It's $3, guys. What is your problem? You can't get anything for $3 anymore. Gum? That's like $9. All right. Cup of coffee? $20 at Dunkin' Donuts. I bought one today. It was terrible.
Dude, you get emotes. You get purgy early videos. I accidentally opened my scab and I'm bleeding a little. I'm dying. Anyway, you'll get exclusive Discord role. But you know what, guys? We'll see you next time. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Community Night Friday, join!
Oh, yeah. That too.